Good afternoon my name is Brittany. I'm a psychic and a healer, and today is April 15th, 2022. So let's see what's going on with Divine Feminine. And the cards that can be used for Divine Feminine are the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. So what I see for Divine Feminine is that she's done being shallow. I feel like Divine Feminine has actually let go of the journey in a sense, and shallow beliefs that she refused to acknowledge while they're coming up to the surface, and now Divine Feminine is dealing with them. I also see that crown chakra activations are going on for Divine Feminine, and these crown chakra activations, it's having Divine Feminine seeing things from a higher perspective. She is seeing for the first time what she needs to do in regards to her mission. She could have been conflicted about it. She could have been very unsure. But now Divine Feminine is done actually playing small. Now Divine Feminine wants to be, the Divine Feminine. And that's a good thing, Divine Feminine. I feel like you're recognizing your self-worth. You are recognizing your that your confidence needs some working on. And I feel like Divine Feminine has a lot of anxiety. And this anxiety is pretty much, it's about the unknown. She fears the unknown. And I feel like for a time, Divine Feminine was playing it safe. If she didn't go that route, then she won't feel any discomfort. And Divine Feminine is like, fuck that. I'm just going to do what I want to do. And I feel like Divine Feminine is actually focused about money. She is focused about, changing unhealthy patterns. And I feel like Divine Feminine could be fighting with addiction at the moment. But I do see the Divine Feminine is also clearing any, ancestral trauma that is influencing her life. And I do feel like Divine Feminine, you may receive a windfall of money, or you could get a promotion. I'm also seeing that if you're jobless right now and you're searching for a job, then the winds of fortune are blowing your way, Divine Feminine. And the next card is hostilities. But I feel like Divine Feminine still has a lot of anger and resentment directed toward the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine hasn't exactly shown up, and I feel like Divine Feminine is like saying, will he ever show up in Divine Feminine? I feel like the Divine Masculine is on a completely different journey that mirrors yours. I can rest assured that in his own way, he is doing the work. But you're judging from a karmic feminine or karmic masculine perspective. Please do not judge the Divine Masculine. Send them unconditional love. And I feel like Divine Feminine is actually tapping into her inner Divine Masculine. She's finally knowing how masculine energy is supposed to act. But she's also bound by karmic relations. I feel like Divine Feminine is like wondering, would I ever be free of these people? I do feel like some Divine Feminines like cut off their family or very much cut off toxic friends, but she still is wondering what the heck, why did you feel so uncertain? She thinks she's done a lot, but I feel like Divine Feminine, you just have to open your mind a little. You have to see this from a higher perspective. You're really never done healing. And, healing is I feel like that maybe you've done a lot of healing, but I feel like that some Divine Feminines have mistakenly assumed that if they healed, then the Divine Masculine will come back. And I feel like that is another codependent template. The Divine Feminine is ridding her self-love. She's learning how to do the work for herself and not to grab the attention of another. And I also see that there is throat chakra. So throat chakra activation is going on. Divine Feminine is speaking her truth. And the next card is fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So I feel like Archangel Gabriel is giving the Divine Feminine dreams right now, downloads, probably visions. He is pushing her to be in her divine essence. And this divine essence will help Divine Feminine actually align to the voice of Spirit. And Spirit will show Divine Feminine the way. And the next card is Yin Yang. So I feel like Divine Feminine is balancing her energies right now. She could be an overly feminine energy at the moment. So she is, she's trying to be an over masculine energy. But I feel like Divine Feminine is actually realizing that she has to balance the solar chakra and her throat chakra. Because I feel like that there's a lot of egotistic behaviors Divine Feminine has been repeating. And now she's realizing that I don't want to do that anymore. So she pulled the plug on it. But what I also see with Divine Feminine, anxiety. I feel like that she's trying to control her life. She feels like there's too much change going on, and she feels rather stagnant. Divine Feminine, just let go, just be, and go with the flow. Trust the process. That's all you need to know. And I feel like the Divine Feminine might have, what else do I feel from it? Yeah, root chakra activation. So I feel like the Divine Feminine's chakra system is going through a massive upgrade right now, hence why you're so tired. And the third to last card will be envy. But I feel like the haters are trying to tear down the Divine Feminine. Probably people that that her for friends. And I feel like if someone's like inauthentic, the Divine is showing you that person, cut them off. And I feel like the Divine Feminine feels rather alone at the moment. She used to have so many people around her, and now she just feels alone. Like, where do I fit? Where do I stand? Who am I? And I do see, the Divine Feminine is going through a existential crisis, not necessarily a dark night of the soul. And I also see the journey. So Divine Feminine, trust your, I'm not telling you not to trust your twin flame journey, but your own personal journey, which is independent of the twin flame journey. Just live in the moment, ground yourself, be in nature, meditate. And I feel like that right now you have to meditate now more than ever. And I also see that there's a green and yellow light. So Divine Feminine, I feel like your heart chakra is going through activations. You feel this unconditional love, not just for your twin, but for humanity. And the last card is Woman Holding a Heart. So I feel like that right now, Divine Feminine's ultimate goal is to be in her heart space. She doesn't want to be bitter anymore. She doesn't want to be resentful. She wants to be free, flowing. She wants to be present and still. And I also see that Divine Feminine actually may have her eyes on someone else. So there could be some sort of little triangle that's going on. But I feel like Divine Feminine is more focused on turning her life around for the most part. So that is for Divine Feminine. And let's see what's for Divine Masculine. I'm using the Edgar Allan Poe by Rose Wright, illustrated with Eugene Smith. So let's see what is going on with Divine Masculine. What is going on with Divine Masculine? First card out for Divine Masculine is the Fool. So the Divine Masculine is seeing how foolish they have been following others' opinions. They feel trapped now, but they think they're martyring themselves at the moment because they're like saying, "Oh, I'm fucked up. I'm not getting to try." So I feel like Divine Masculine's in a depressive state right now. He's very indifferent. He's very nonchalant. He is still going through his awakening. There's a dark night of his soul going on, and the Divine Masculine is pushing his feelings beneath the surface, but the Divine's like saying, "No more. You got to do the work. You can't keep on running." And I feel like this Divine Masculine's been towered pretty hard and consistently because he has a lot of toxic programming that has been detrimental to his growth. And I also see that Divine Masculine wants a new beginning in general. He no longer wants to be in the situation that he's in, but he's expecting the universe to hand it to him, to give him the key and say, here you go. This will help you. And Divine Masculine's like saying, I think he'll refuse it. He has to learn to stand in his own straight, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. So 3 of Wands. So I do feel like Divine Masculine's life is actually being torn apart from the inside right now. So it's starting first with this internal reality. And he's starting to realize how fucked up and messy and unhealed he is. It took a lot of towers to humble this Divine Masculine. He's still egotistic, but he's seeing that he has forgotten where he came from. He has forgotten who he was just because he wanted to please other people. And this Divine Masculine's like saying, no more, I have to put me first. So I feel like Divine Masculine's going to take a leap of faith and decide to go toward Divine Feminine anyhow. He's not going to let his excuses deter him from this anymore. He wants to reconcile with Divine Feminine. But I feel like that a lot of his fears are preventing him from communicating at this time. So I think this Divine Master is actually trying to work past his fears and just go for it. He's done trying to strategize. He's done trying to plan. He knows that there's no guarantee that if he does come up with a plan, the Divine Feminine would he has to be honest. He has to be authentic. And The next card is Ace of Swords. So yeah, Divine Masculine is getting clarity. The Divine is giving him downloads and visions and other means of receiving spiritual messages. And I do see the Divine Masculine starting to actually come toward a light. He is embracing his inner light instead of obscuring it with the inner darkness. So I feel like Divine Masculine is going through some sort of balancing act at the moment, and this balancing act is going to help him be clearer, more open-minded, sharper in mind. And I feel like there's a little bit of lucidity as well. So yeah, Divine Masculine is learning how to be spiritual as well as practical. So I feel like he's actually, yeah, he's awakened, definitely, this Divine Masculine. And I also see that there's purple here, so I feel like his third eye is going through some activations. And I think he's seen that he must follow his inner wisdom, his own advice. I feel like this Divine Masculine loves to empower people, but he doesn't empower himself. And he's starting to see that that is probably his fatal flaw. And the next card is Two of Pentacles. So I feel like this Divine Masculine may have been let go, perhaps they got fired, or probably their business is not doing well. And they're panicking. I feel like they're being really stingy with their own money at the moment. And this Divine Masculine, I feel like he's also changing his eating habits, because I feel like that maybe he's lethargic, has a lot of energy. But I do still see that there's a karmic individual in his life. And this karmic individual does not want to lose the favor with the Divine Masculine. But Divine Masculine's not even worried about the karmic anymore. He's like saying, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm sorry. And I feel that she might be trying to do some sort of spell work. It doesn't have to be. I feel like that maybe she could be a little bit manipulative. No, very manipulative. And they need a lot of healing. And I feel this Divine Masculine is like juggling the Divine Feminine and probably another love interest. But I feel like he's going to choose Divine Feminine this time, instead of actually saying, you know what, I'm not going to sleep around anymore. I feel like this Divine Masculine is like seeing a light. And it seems like he isn't, but he is. He's a very good actor. Of course, you might think he's a horrible actor. The next card is Three of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like Divine Masculine is realizing that he can't walk away with clean hands. He has to sacrifice. He has to break apart something because it is for his best and highest good. And Divine Masculine said, I don't want to hurt anyone. But he started to see I had no choice. Those who are in my corner will support my decision. Those who don't, well, I can do better without them. I feel like it's taken a long time for Divine Masculine to say this truth. And I feel like that maybe he's actually also heartbroken because Divine Feminine seems not to be focusing on him anymore. And I also see that the Nine of Wands. So I feel like he's praying to his guides and praying to God that he can get Divine Feminine back. He doesn't want to be in the situation with the karmic anymore. He's like saying, please show me the way forward. Please show me the way forward, because I got to go toward my Divine Feminine. It's time. And I feel like he's actually following the divine. The divine is saying, do this, do that. So I feel like the Divine Master is a lot less resistant. He knows now he can trust this voice. It's his intuition. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine is realigned with his intuition once again. He will never disregard it again. And he started to find hope. He has started to find faith that maybe it's not too late for him. And I feel like this Divine Master is evolving at a rapid pace. Yeah, third eye activations, heart chakra, throat chakra, and I feel like he's also releasing toxic bonds of some sort. I'm hearing that maybe he's actually, he's pulling his energy from those who seek to feed on it and not be there, not be there for him when he needs it. He's like saying, I gotta love myself. And this is the fifth to last card, and I do see Four of Swords. So I feel like Divine Masculine right now is in hermit mode. He is seeing that he has a lot to work on. And in the past, he refused to work on it, but he's like saying, no, I have a point. I can't stop lying to myself anymore. I have to be honest. I feel like Divine Masculine is in a resting sort of period. And this period for Divine Masculine is for reflection, self-empowerment, and self-esteem. So I feel like Divine Masculine is going to continue pick up that sword as soon as he realizes that he can do this. I feel like he's struggling at the moment. I feel like that he feels like there's nothing left for him. It doesn't necessarily feel suicidal. I feel like he feels a little bit more shy. Like he just doesn't believe in himself. And the next card is the Seven of Pentacles. So what I see for divine masculine is that he's trying to placate everyone. He's trying to be the peacemaker. He doesn't want any fights to go. But I think that this time he's like saying, I can't do that anymore. I have to look after me. I can't exactly make other people happy when I'm not happy. And I don't think that my happiness is dependent on the people in my life. So I feel this divine masculine, yeah, he's going through some serious thinking right now. And the third to last card will be Page of Cups. But I feel that right now he's actually thinking of a love offer for divine feminine. He is working on that. He's like saying, I feel like he might give you a physical gift. He might even give you some sort of other gifts, I'm hearing. But I feel like maybe the gift of him contacting you is enough, divine feminine. And I feel like the divine masculine right now, yeah, he's finding his inner truth. He is done being deceitful, deceptive, duplicitous. He wants to be his own man. And the next card is the Two of Wands. So I feel like the divine masculine is no longer following the crowd. He doesn't want to be a follower anymore. He wants to be a leader, and a leader he shall be. But he has to work on his self-confidence and his self-esteem and realize that he is enough. And I also see that other people are trying to drag him down, but divine masculine is like, no more, no more, no more. I have to be truthful. I have to be fair to myself. I'm not going to let that happen to me again. Because divine masculine, when he really had that shift, he was appalled. He was like saying, no more, no more. I feel like this divine masculine is going to change for the better. Like, wow. And the second to last card will be Ten of Wands. So I feel like that he's no longer going to sink beneath the waves. He's going to let those that were cruel and unnecessarily harsh toward him to fall away. He doesn't care if they're going to scream for him. He's done. I feel like that his relationship with the karmic is over. But the karmic keeps on trying to revive it because she doesn't want divine masculine to go toward divine feminine. And I feel like that maybe divine masculine at the moment may be working through a past life where he was probably condemned for being a witch or something. I don't know how to say it. Maybe he was condemned for something he didn't do, but I feel like it has something to do in relation to his healing powers. But I also see that there's the ego that's going on for divine masculine, and he's realizing he has nobody to turn to. He has to go through it himself. So he's starting to believe in himself. And I also see there's a sacral chakra. So divine masculine is being realigned with his feminine side. And the last card for divine masculine will be the Six of Swords. So yeah, it's not going to be smooth sailing, because I feel like divine masculine might have to think about a family dynamic. In this family dynamic, he's saying that he wants better for his children. They're still small. And I feel like he wants a family with divine feminine, because he feels divine feminine will be kind, nurturing, will give a loving home. He may see divine feminine may be a good mother. So I do see that divine masculine is being propelled to take a leap of faith and trust. He can't exactly control. He has to go with the flow. So yeah, that is it for divine feminine, divine masculine as of April 15, 2022. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you another time. Namaste.